My next question is, serving on city council can be challenging, especially when residents are frustrated or emotional. We've all seen it. I know I see you in the city council meetings, Laverne. How do you
Yes.
personally handle pressure, criticism, and conflict? Can you share an example of a time when you had to lead through a difficult situation or respond to a strong public criticism?
It's called emotional intelligence, right? And that is something that I teach. I teach our children. I do teach a program for children between the ages of 8 and 17. And one of that program is about emotional intelligence. And yes, you're not going to always have a win, right? And as council member, your residents are first. When you look at the city's org chart, the residents are the top. So I always say that they're the boss of the city. And so for me, if someone approaches me with an idea that that they feel that I should go for it with them, I'm going to do my due diligence, do the research. I'm going to ask questions and I'm going to listen. And through that, I'm not going to make a rushed decision. And I tell you, I'll use an example of just recently. I made a post on social media to one of our big community advocate, and she turned my question around and asked me that if elected, would I fire the city manager? And so that's a question right there that, you know what, okay, I'm for a candidate, I need the vote, but am I going to rush and answer you and say yes, because I may need a vote, I will do that. Or I am going to respond, one, in a way that policy provides for you as a council member to behave or to handle these situations. And so those are the things that when you're on that council, you have to, yes, listen to what your residents are saying to you, but you also have to couple your decision with, what does policy allow you to do? What can it allow you to do? Can it allow you to do A, B, and C? And if it can't, then you now have to go back to that resident and help them to understand that, okay, I know you feel that this may be the best way to handle the situation, but here is how my hands are tied. There are policy that prevents me from doing A, B, and C. But we can all come to the table and see how we can meet halfway. And that's what I think, we have seen through some contested council meetings where our, council members, the residents may say something to them and right away their emotions get flare up. And on the days they start, it's like a fight. We can't do that. We have to be able to know that we are there. We have to know that we are guided by policies and we're guided by, always ask what is the goal and the objectives before you do your response and make decisions.